All right, man. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. So we're gonna get to the video. I've been preached just drop. You all look the same. Asian woman accused immigrant of racism, and it backfires. A little backstory if you haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure you have though. Asian lady was in like a taxi or Uber or something like that, and the Uber driver was like trying to guess where she's from or guess her ethnicity or whatever, and he was like, I think all of y'all kind of look the same, just a little Cliff Notes version of what is going on. And she got offended because she called it racism. And it's so crazy to me how nowadays everybody wants to be offended by the smallest thing. It used to be, back in the day, it used to be you had to like say something about somebody's mama to get offended or something. Like you had to say some crazy stuff. That wasn't crazy. Trying to guess what somebody is happens all the time. And just because you may look like, so like somebody say, well, you look like you from such and such, but you're not. I feel like, how can that be racism? But anyway, let's get to the video. See what Ivan Priest got to say. See if they agree with my take on it.
Just drop me off here.
Let's see.
Whatever, you okay here?
Yeah. Just drop me off anywhere. Thank you.
Everything's okay?
Everything is fine. However, just in future, what you said to me was quite offensive.
He asked me where I'm from. I said Vietnam. So this is her video. He then said, my girlfriend is Chinese, so I try to guess where people are from because they all look the same to me. But, okay. And that's what he said to her in the Uber. Let's keep listening.
About how you were trying to guess where I'm from because you think we all look the same. And then you said, oh, I couldn't tell like where you were from because you look a little bit different. That's very racist.
But I didn't guess where you could be. I said maybe you look a little bit different to them. Sorry, please don't get me wrong. My English is not as perfect.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is Chinese, and I love the Asian people because they're so polite, so kind.
Right.
We do as I like.
He's making it worse.
Priest and dip.
Because I understand that he didn't mean to anything by that, but that comment was a bit off. I can understand how people can think that that's off.
Priest thinks that comment was off. I thought it was like normal, like everyday conversation. If that offended her, I feel like she just doesn't need to have any more social interactions because there's way worse things being said, actual racism out there that needs to be addressed. But that, come on. I don't know. Let's see what Priest. Let's let him elaborate a little bit. Maybe I'm off.
Look the same. Yeah, yeah. I can understand that can be off. Like I can understand where it is. But and then you explaining, yeah, people, and then putting emphasis. No, it's, I love Haitians. They hate Asians. They're so kind. They're so polite. They're so You're digging your grave. Just let it go.
I disagree, and I'll say why.
What do you disagree about?
I disagree that he's digging some grave. That's only a mindset you have because you live in a multicultural country. If I go to any part of Haiti, they're going to talk exactly like this about other people from other countries.
I understand.
If I go to any part of Africa, they'll talk about that. So it's not an off comment. It's only off by your cultural standards.
It's off for her, so I can understand how she takes it that way.
Sure.
I'm not talking about where he is in his predicament and stuff like that.
Sure.
So I'm not even talking about where this guy is from, but the way she reacted to that. Him keep on going is not gonna solve anything.
I agree with that. I kind of agree with that. She was already like, once he said what he said, and you see she got the camera. He can't see she got the camera, but as we see, she got the camera out and she recording and stuff. She's just looking for more. Okay. Oh, my bad. I agree with that. That's cool.
I'm not saying that he's inherently bad or good or whatever. I understand how she's reacting like that, and him furthering more and trying to explain and be like, no, because you're so kind of this and that. Judging by the way she acted on the first comment, he's digging his grave. Whereas he's not making the situation better.
I would agree.
So I'm
saying me as a person,
he's like an arrow.
Somebody's fresh off the boat. I'm not expecting their geography to look on point.
I understand.
So I understand in her eyes. I understand in her eyes, she may keep seeing it worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really a her thing in my opinion. When I see people overreacting
Yeah,
to
okay.
stuff like this, it's just
Overreaction,
It's like
for
sometimes
sure.
when people hang around in like really liberal circles, so they start adopting all these different pronouns and all this other stuff, and they talk empathetically to everyone, and then they meet somebody who doesn't understand none of this shit. They be like, "You a man." Sometimes you're like, "That's transphobia." It's like, or sometimes people are not exposed to any of this trans shit the same way you are, and so they don't have the language or even the understanding of the concepts to even engage with it that deeply.
They don't.
We assume they do because we're on the internet like that. If I go to talk to my mom about trans stuff, she does not get it. She does not even know this is a discussion. Right? So if some trans individual went up to my mom's like, I'm a woman, and she don't really present that strongly, mom like,
No, you're not.
I think this one is sick. And then she'll be like, that's what she gonna think. So you have to understand, it's all about cultural references.
Okay.
She like you do as a like you know, like a joke. See, I said this. My Buddha is her name.
To me, I think it's odd to be filming it and then odd to be posting it and narrating it to be like, I went through this extremely experience. It's like, is it really?
Bruh, exactly. The thing about her entire interaction is if she wanted to dip, if she felt so offended, get your offended ass out the car. Get your offended ass out the car. You want to record the entire situation and cry racism for clicks and views. That's how I took it. That's how I took it personally. She wanted to cry racism for clicks and views. I could be wrong, but I doubt. Get out the car. Come on.
Voila. There you go.
Is it what? Because he doesn't have what
The proper ways to
he doesn't
say
have.
it.
Does he? Because he doesn't know his geography. He has not been exposed to Asian people like crazy. Like, is that really rape to you? Come on, it's okay to just say there's some ignorance, and that's fine. We're all ignorant on certain things.
Right. I do want to say this, and I hate to just keep pausing. If you're not around a certain group a lot, you will think some people look the same until you're around that group, that group long enough to actually know. That's why I'm like, bruh, like if you haven't, like growing up, if you haven't been around Asian people enough, you gonna think a lot of them look alike. I mean, that's just kind of what it is. I'm just saying. Even it could be white people, it could be black. You would think a certain group kind of looks alike until you're around that certain group enough to actually distinctly tell the difference. Especially you grew up in like a culture where it's just that group. Like I just grew up in primarily black like culture, and just that's all I know. So when I go out to different places, these used to be, now I'm kind of more diverse now, but I used to like look at certain people, and some people look the same to me until like I've been more exposed. I've seen more people on the internet than I can count. And so now I can kind of tell subtle differences. But to record this man and put him out like that, because you got offended because he trying to guess where you from or guess your ethnicity or whatever. Come on. Miss me with that.
Racism is a bit much.
Right.
This is my girlfriend. Please don't get me wrong. I love the Asian people. They're so polite.
Yeah,
so kind.
so there's
Please
a
don't get
difference.
me
No,
wrong.
no. There's a difference between you loving Asian people, and there's a difference between you saying that we all look the same, and that you're trying to
Look
guess
at
where
Brett.
I'm from because I look different to them. To them is that's the key word.
So
Okay.
All right. And also, you were so quick to want her to get out of the car. Now you're having a whole film conversation. You know, it reminds me of, you know, when I'm stuck in traffic and then someone is pushing me and like behind me and wants to pass, and then I let them pass, and all of a sudden it's no longer about wanting to pass. It's about to like annoying me, like, you were such in a hurry, bruh, and I moved, and now you just want to nag me.
Yeah.
You were in a hurry. Go out.
No. No.
And then you film it, teachable moment, right?
I'll say this: it's like most people are ignorant about places they don't know about or not right here in this country. If I ask them, like, what are the difference between East Africans? Most people don't know. Oh, all you East Africans look the same to me. You think I get upset about that? Even though I know the difference. I can tell a Somali apart from an Ethiopian or whatnot. I can tell a lot of Africans apart from each other. You think I get mad when people don't know? It's like, if you're not used to being around that, you're not going to know. And if
That's
you're not
it.
used to seeing what Koreans look like versus Chinese people versus Japanese, you will not be able to tell. So it's just a matter of how often are you around these people from that culture. And if you're not, you won't know. So it's just something to be aware of.
It's like if I go right now, if I go to Brazil or if I go to Cuba and I just walk the street, what they gonna say? Hey, Rasta, Bob Marley, yes. Same.
Yeah. I'll say this. You don't have to tolerate someone else's ignorance.
No.
But I think filming it and then posting it online to try to embarrass them and make yourself see, I think that's the weird.
So
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the whole point. That's a
exactly
great summary.
I don't have a perfect English.
no, it's fine. And like I understand where you're coming from, but at this moment I don't feel comfortable in this car. And I'm gonna get another one.
I'm really, madam, please forgive me. I really don't mean it about that. Madam,
Yeah, okay.
if something be wrong, this company will fire me. And I have a daughter. I swear to God, I don't mean this.
She wrote, guilt tripping me now.
Or this motherfucker can't get a job because he doesn't know really English and he's not. It's like, just don't report this shit because I'm dead if that shit happens.
Because Uber is one of the only places where I could do a job.
Like, I can't do much, so at least now he knows to shut the fuck up. The thing is, because he is in a new country,
Yeah.
he has to make errors in order to understand. The way we learn and the way I've learned, and I know that I've been a kid, it's fun. Like, we can all claim that race, stuff like that and stuff, and that's where you come up with the point about being malicious, stuff like that.
Stuff like that?
Being malicious, yeah.
Okay.
You know, being malicious, being actually meaning to be, and then not being malicious.
Yeah.
When I was a kid and I was growing up, and I was not malicious about shit, but I did some pretty dumb shit. Some shit that I was not supposed to do. You're gonna tell me, yeah, but he's a grown-ass man. He's a grown-ass man that is not from that country and doesn't know. So when you move to another country, you have no codes and you don't know. If you go to China and you tip, they will take offense to that, but you need to do it once and then you learn, right? Or else you gotta.
I didn't know that. That's a perfect example. I didn't know
learned
that.
somewhere. If they don't tell you, you will fuck up.
Yeah, did not know that.
Yeah.
You will
Well,
fuck up. And if you're
getting
from a place
educated
that,
today.
and you could be a grown ass person, but if you're from a place that is used to tipping, you go there, you're gonna offend people. You're gonna offend motherfuckers like that. But you know, you gotta allow people to make mistakes.
And if someone makes a mistake and they apologize, just take their face at face value. Maybe they really didn't know it. That's what he sounds like. He's just like, I didn't know that was offensive, my bad. And you still dragging him.
Dragging him.
Well, when you are that hurt,
She's not hurt. She's not hurt.
Hold on.
No,
I don't know.
She didn't pull out her cell phone because she hurt.
it doesn't matter.
No. She pulled out her cell phone because she knew this was a moment she could record. You don't get that bothered by something and pull out your cell phone to act self-righteous.
Yes, you
That's
do.
not hurt.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You actually do. Yeah, there's people that will be hurt and be like, you know what? I need to do something about that. They will be hurt and they feel like they need to
that's
have something. They need to do
interesting.
something about it, and the only way that they can do something about
Ooh, that's interesting. I kind of agree. Okay, I think this is two sides to this. I kind of agree with both of them. I agree that a lot of people, when they nowadays, because everybody, the first thing people want to do is hop on social media, and it has become such a part of your life that it is some people's lives. Like, this is what they do. Like, nothing but social media. They want people to know, and they want people to feel the same way that they do. So they record in order to get sympathy, whether it's genuine or not. And a lot of times when people are hurt, they want to record it because they want people to feel the same way that they do, or know people who feel the same way that they do. In this instance, I feel like this is not what that was. But do people pull out their phones because they hurt sometimes? Yeah, I feel like they do sometimes. But I feel like if she was this hurt, the first thing that she thought of was to pull her phone out and record it. I feel like she was just looking for a viral moment. So I feel like I'm meeting more in the middle, but I don't know who I agree with more. I feel like it's kind of a toss-up. It just depends on the individual and the situation. Because the first thing people do now is pull out their phones. Like, the first thing you do when you go somewhere, like, you ever been, like, walking down the street, or, like, you hop in an Uber, what's the first thing you do? You pull out your phone. And your phone is, like, in hand already. So she probably didn't even have to do that but swipe twice and then hit record to get it started. So That's an interesting point. I had to think about that one a little bit more.
About it.
That's
It's
interesting.
film it and shame motherfuckers. It's kind of like an instant reparation of what they're doing. So yeah, that person is acting like someone that is hurt. You could believe it or not, but I really truly believe that she feels hurt some kind of way, entitled hurt. It's a mix of a bunch of things. But that person in some way feels hurt and put out her phone just to have like instant reparation. Like, we're gonna make a teachable moment out of that, and we're gonna put it out there, and we're gonna put it on blast. That's like a
That's kind of like the hurt people
liberation.
thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the. I can see that.
I swear to God, I don't mean in of this.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
really
Like,
sorry.
I appreciate that you don't mean it from a bad place, and I'm not gonna say anything to the company.
Yeah, but
I just want
I feel
you.
I do wrong now.
No.
I don't know what to do,
That
madam.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna.
He picked me up from my house, so I have to choose between exposing him or exposing my safety, worst case scenario.
You're being dramatic.
Super dramatic, bruh.
And he doesn't know it's your house.
From that one Asian comment, now we're talking about your fucking safety?
He doesn't know it's your house. He picked you up from a place that you know it's your house.
Want
I feel
you.
I do wrong now.
No.
I don't know what to do,
That
madam.
I'm telling you, I'm not going to say anything to the company because I understand that you're saying it's a barrier of language. I get that, but I'm just saying to you, in future, just don't say things like that because it's very offensive to us.
I swear to God, it's the meaning of this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Madam,
I've got a
really
meet.
now-
I've got a
I feel so
meeting.
bad
I've got a meeting to
now.
go
But
to.
You get out because of me.
Yes, because I don't
sorry.
feel comfortable. I don't feel
I'm really
comfortable to
sorry,
be here.
madam. Please forgive
You
me.
have to respect my wishes. I don't feel
respect it.
comfortable. I'm gonna book an Uber, and
Please forgive me, madam.
it's alright. Don't worry. Thank you.
Real racism.
Actually, it's raging.
I think that it comes from a hurt place, but she also is what you're saying. Like, for example, me. I've been hurt by the police. By all my previous encounters for the police, so I'm hurt. So there's a way that I'm gonna act, and there's a way that I'm gonna have biases and stuff like that with the police because of my past with the police and my present in the police. So therefore, I am a hurt person. I'm not gonna go out of my way to expose necessarily people, right? Every cop that I encounter, I'm not gonna go out of my way to expose them. Not all of them, but so what you saying that she does, I think comes from that place of hurt, and then she becomes what you saying, and I think we're actually both right on that. It's not just one thing, it's not just the other thing. I think the bigoting was what I said, and she became what you said.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
When I hear people talk about stuff like this and they start calling this racism, it makes me just roll my eyes just a tad bit. Especially when she's having this dramatic reaction where she's crying and stuff like, man, go to therapy. You need to toughen up a little bit.
That's
If a
what I'm
fresh off the
saying.
boat immigrant makes you cry from asking just like, oh, I don't know the difference in ages, they all look the same to me. That makes you cry, go to therapy. Get some help. You got some healing or some figuring shit out to do. And don't travel. Stay your ass home. Because if you think that's crazy, go to any country, I promise you, culturally speaking, they don't know fuck all about your people. So they going to say some stuff that you're going to be like, what? Maybe I'm getting that old man syndrome, but you didn't, like, you live long enough, you just hear a lot.
You hear a lot.
You hear a lot. And I hear this, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even roll over in bed for this bullshit.
Nah,
I would stay right sweet asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of my dreams. This is
that's-
not even enough for me to go, no. I'm sleeping.
Oh, yeah, that's a nothing sandwich.
That's enough.
That's a nothing 3-course meal.
Yeah. I mean,
Can we start you off with a little bit of nothing, sir? What would you like to drink? Nothing? All right. For the main course, we have nothing. And for the dessert, we have nothing over nothing and with a little sparkle and sprinkle of nothing.
but we know you're going to get thirsty. So here's this glass. It's empty, bitch. That's how innocuous I was.
Would you like tap nothing or sparkling nothing?
She
Right.
said this man, she was afraid for her safety. Oh, bitch, if you don't get like this man was going to be ignorant and attack her. Man don't know his geography, might be a rapist. Like, no, just stop. Anyways, that's what you want to say.
I would say the same thing. Like, if you so offended by this, you just need to stay at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Golly. I agree. I agree with the takes. Went through the entire video. Interesting points. Put out some different perspectives that I wouldn't have thought of myself. And I think it's interesting to just get other people thoughts and opinions on different situations, man. They always do a good job with breaking stuff down, and having the dynamic of both of them is pretty good. But anyways, all in all, I do agree with what they said. Let me know what y'all think down below, man. That's my take on it. I'll see y'all in the next video.